So the founder of Terra Luna, Do Kwon, decides to drop another revival plan explaining how he thinks it can be a lot better for the next Terra Luna 2.0. Guys, I'm going to go through this with you and show you my personal opinions on it and basically see if it's going to work. Welcome to my channel if you're new watching. If you like it so far, drop that like, give me a subscribe. I also have a thanks button that you can click if you find this information helpful to you, and yeah, if you want to show some support, please do click it. But yeah, guys, so basically the whole rundown of this thing that he's saying now, and this is the update from the last one, you know, different percentages are going to go to different people in different ways, and it looks to me that he's actually looking to have an entirely different Terra Luna token to the one that we're holding now, meaning this one here. And this one's going to be changed and called Terra Luna Classic or Terra Classic. So in other words, the Terra meme coin, because they're not going to change the supply or anything to this. You can probably still trade this like normal, and if you're holding this coin, great, you just have some of this token. But what they're also planning to do is give people percentages of people that were holding this token prior to the event, right? So I want to break it down, and then obviously the next coin that comes out will be Terra 2.0. I'm guessing they're just going to call it Terra Luna, right? So that's basically the gist of it. It says here, Terra is more than UST. While UST has been the central narrative of Terra's growth story over the last year, the distribution of UST has led to the development of one of the strongest developer ecosystems in crypto. So the Terra ecosystem and its community are worth preserving. So he's still going on that basis of, you know, we've got a strong community, strong team, massive ecosystem in the Terra space. He wants that to thrive and keep going. So the summary here says, fork the Terra chain into a new chain without the algorithmic stablecoin. So there will be no UST in the future of the Luna token. Look, the old chain to be called Terra Classic, right? And the new chain to just be called Terra, right? In other words, the ticker is Luna. So basically, you're going to basically be having two different coins that you can play with. A bit like Ethereum and Ethereum Classic, right? Or you had, well, Bitcoin Cash was a fork of Bitcoin, but it's not the same kind of thing, if you know what I mean. But anyway, similar, but you know. Let's just take a look at the most important part, the percentages, because this is the part that interests me the most. Hold on, what's up here? Yeah, so there's going to be 1 billion in supply. 25% of this supply will be community pool, controlled by staked governance. So this is now becoming a governance token. Terra Luna foundations will not own it. It's going to be the whole community that owns this token. 1% to essential developers emergency allocation, no lockup. Now this part's interesting here, no lockup. Why is he saying that? There's a reason why. Because everybody that got into Terra Luna before, you're going to get your coins. Don't know how much you're going to get. I don't even know if it's going to amount to the same amount as what you had before, but they're going to be locked up. And you ain't going to be able to have them like you had them before. Because before you had full control of your tokens, you could just sell them whenever you want if you wanted to. This time, they're locking it up and you have to wait a long period of time before you can get it out. Take a look at this, right? So real quick, 4% essential developers, 1 year cliff. So whoever's these essential developers are, they've got a 1 year cliff or 1 year time frame. And it says, oh, sorry, they're saying there's two types. There's a 1 year cliff and a 4 year vesting thereafter, granted after launch traction. So I have to understand what this cliff means more, because I thought cliff was vesting. Look at this, look, 35% all bonded, unbonded Luna minus TFL at pre-attack snapshot. So 35% will go to the majority of the people that held Luna, I'm guessing, right? At the snapshot of the pre-attack. That's what they're saying. So for wallets that have less than 1 million, so if you had less than 1 million, you have a 1 year cliff. Does that mean you have to wait 1 year before you can receive some of your tokens? Look at this, 2 year vesting thereafter. So you won't get all your tokens for another 2 years. I'm not being funny. I got to keep it real. I mean, like I said, I didn't have Terra before the attack, but when you've gone from having all your tokens to doing whatever you want to do, you know, sell it when you like kind of thing, to now, no, we're going to lock your tokens up. And I suppose it can be good in a sense for the project, because they're saying, you know, going to lock it up. This is the way to make the ecosystem strong and it can build and thrive again. But at the end of the day, you're telling people they can't have their token. It's like going into McDonald's, buying a Big Mac and then saying, oh yeah, you're going to get it in 2 years. Have a couple of chips now. Have some chips now and then we'll bring you the burger in 2 years. Nah, I want it now. I paid for all of that. Why am I waiting 2 years? It's like everyone that's in this ecosystem now is being affected, and I can't even say punished, but affected and not allowed their tokens back for 2 years because you're telling them they can't have it. Whether that's right or wrong, I don't know. Whether it's good or bad, I don't know. If you're happy with that in your ecosystem, you're happy to wait because I'm not being funny, 2 years now, we could be in another massive crash. Prices could be low in 2 years, but then saying that, prices could be higher. We don't know. So, but all I know is if it was me, I wouldn't like the idea of having to wait 2 years to get my entire money back, if it's my entire money. So what else does it mean? It also means that, just use this as an example, right? Because remember, Terra Luna's supply was roughly about 340 million. So they're now trying to focus on supply count, how much will be circulating. By doing this, they can limit the amount that is circulating. Let's say there might be 300 Terra Luna circulating, or what there was before, and they can lock all the rest up, and then they can set the price a bit higher, okay? So, and again, but it's like, it's a tease to every single person that had Terra Luna before. Because what you're now saying is, I've got a nice high price in Terra, but I can't sell anything because it's locked up. A bit of silence there. I had to give you that. Look, for wallets over $1 million, again, this 1 year cliff, 4 year vesting. Did they say what a cliff represents? I need to see if it can say anything about what a cliff represents. It doesn't say anything in what a cliff. If anyone knows what the cliff represents, someone please drop it in the comments. Let me know, because I know what vesting is. Vesting means you get your tokens over a period of time. They release some to you every now and again. What does the cliff mean? Does that mean like you get your tokens but you still can't sell them for a year? Are they locked in some sort of way? I don't know. I can't see anything here that represents the word cliff and what it means. So you let me know. 10% of the Luna holders staking derivatives included at the launch snapshot. So 10% will go to holders that have been staking derivatives and all that, and 10% unlocked at Genesis. 90% vested over 2 years. It doesn't matter what tokens you have. You're not getting it for at least 2 years, all of your tokens. That's it. It's that simple. If you was involved in Terra, you're not getting all of your tokens back for at least 2 years. If you're happy with that, fine. If you're not, there's nothing you can do. That's just it. 25% of UST holders, sorry, 25% goes to the UST holders at launch. Okay, then 10% unlocked at Genesis. So, again, and the rest is vested over 2 years. They're doing it in stages. And again, they're probably in their head thinking that if they do it this way, you know, because if they give you all the tokens, you probably just sell it off and dump it and try and make back any money that you had. And then obviously the price collapses to zero again. So this is their way of trying to protect themselves, not protect you. They're not protecting you. Why are they protecting? How are they protecting you? They're trying to protect their project. And that's the only way they can think of doing it. So, you know, I might drop a link to this additional plan in the info section so you can have a read through as well. I just don't like the idea of making people wait 2 years. That's like, you know, it's a long time for someone that's, because, you know, if the pump like the markets could recover like crazy, like by come October or November, we could see an absolute insane rally. And I got to keep it real. All those people that got into Terra Luna has to wait 2 years to get the tokens. There's loads of new investors, got to keep this real, that have invested into Terra, which will now be called Classic. This will most likely come down in price because people will take all their money out of that, pull it into this. And if we do see an insane pump and the new Terra goes to like 100, 200, 300, 500 pounds, all those people that have got their tokens locked up and can't sell it. Yet all these new investors that are coming into Terra, the new Terra, is just going to make some insane gains. whilst everybody else that was in that before is sitting there waiting for their tokens. That's the way I see it. And that's the way I got to put it to you. I got to keep it real. So whether you like this or not, I don't know. But for me, I just think like you should have just done it a bit. I know you want, look, I know Duquan, you want your project to succeed and stuff, and just keep it real now. Like if you've got a great project, Terra was great. Minus UST, Terra was great, right? If you've got a great project, it's gonna thrive anyway, with or without these little conditions that you're trying to put. Give people 50%. Take half your money now. In 1 year, I'll give you another 50%. If people sell half their value now, fine. Because when Terra still pumped in October, November, then people lost out because they didn't hold. So at least something like that sounds more fair instead of telling people that you're going to get 10% here, 20% here. Wait another 2 years and I'll give you the rest. Anyway, that's just my personal opinion on this. Again, you can read some other stuff here that it's talking about. Vesting, all vested block by block. Doesn't say anything about this cliff thing. I might have to look into it. I don't know if it comes up on YouTube. Shall I come on YouTube? Should we see what comes up on Google? Crypto cliff. What is a crypto? What crypto cliff? What? Let me just type. What does crypto cliff mean? What are cliffs? Okay, look. Let's have a little look. Cliffs, investing. So, show me what a cliff is. What are cliffs? Cliffs are known as the period of time that must pass before the release of the tokens start. What? So you're saying that people have to wait a whole year to pass before that token vesting starts? Hold on. It's mad. Let me just go back. The duration of the cliff can vary depending on the purpose of an allocation. For example, the cliff for tokens allocated to a project's team and advisors must be 16 months. While the other promotional partner, okay, so maybe this is just to do with bigger entities. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to look into it again, read this again thoroughly. But maybe that's to do with bigger entities. Because they, oh no, they still say it here. Look, people that have wallets less than 1 million Luna, they've still got a 1 year cliff. So they've got to wait a year and then the 2 year vesting period. I don't know. Tell me how you feel about this if you was in Terra, or because I didn't have any of the tokens. I just show you the information I've got, share it with you, share my thoughts on it. But when you've come into a situation, when you've come from a situation where you had full control of your tokens to now, okay, they're going to give you it back on their terms, where they're going to, you take X amount and then you got to wait 2 years and then, I don't know, it just doesn't sit right with me. But guys, drop your comments, let me know what you think. I'm going to leave it here. If you liked it, please drop that like. Give me a subscribe if you're new watching. If it was helpful for you, you want to support the channel, click that thanks button. Show me some support. I always appreciate it. I also have a Patreon. Just got a Patreon account. A few tiers. Take your pick. I recommend my exclusive VIP partner tier. This one here. Highlighted it in blue because this will show you all my posts when I buy, when I sell, when I stake. I've got loads of people coming in. Shout out to you. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you all. And if you want to go for that little bit more, I've got a CEO tier, the next one up, that gives you access to my VIP Telegram group. I will talk to you way before I do anything, way before I buy, way before I sell. Forget me, the gamers, gamers, yeah, we're all playing this game like a boss. The profiles that are in this space, I'm telling you now, they know how to make money. Right? And they're sharing great projects, showing us how to make money. Don't miss out. Super Alerts tier. Right? I'm going to leave it here. Thanks for watching. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Cheers.